Hey, it's Job, and this is Mail and Make, a show where I turn your mail into a journal spread. So for episode 1, I received some lovely mail from the talented Ali Brown. She's a friend of mine, and she is also an artist that I featured on Copycat. And she released her own line of washi tapes, and I'm going to turn some of the supplies that she sent over and I'm going to turn them into a journal spread. So let's get started. So we are creating a 2-page spread in my Midori Traveler's Notebook in the regular size. But before we get started, I have to adhere some of the packaging into my weekly spread because, as you all know, I don't waste anything. So I pulled that little cover that goes over the washi tape. It has this beautiful female figure on it, and I just added that to my weekly spread. So now we can actually get started. So I pulled some inspiration from this beautiful postcard that Ali created, and it has her signature watercolor style. It has these amazing loose watercolor florals, and I thought I would draw inspiration from that and try to recreate that, but in my own unique way. And first, I'm just trying to unwrap these beautiful washis. She sent me one of her plop washis, or I think that's what it's called, because if you watch Ali's YouTube channel, you would know that she uses the term plop a lot. So she likes to plop watercolor down onto her spreads or whatever she's painting, and she basically took that technique and turned it into a washi tape, which I think is amazing because it is a washi tape that I can see myself using a lot. It's very versatile, and it's also very colorful. So going with that, I ended up creating these very loose watercolor florals, and there's this technique that Ali uses in her, floral paintings that I've noticed when I watch her videos. It's kind of like this swirly motion, and she would overlay that near or close or over top of flowers, and I tried to do the same way. Tried to do the same thing. Come on, Jim. And I think it turned out pretty cool. It kind of looks like gloves, like those pink yellow gloves, but that's all right. Once you put a stem and some leaves, it ends up looking like a flower. And I wanted to make them all very uniform, so I put them in a line, and I just gave them 2 leaves in this, old rose color. It's like a dusty grayish pink. And yeah, this is just drying. So while that's drying, I'm gonna go grab some scrap paper. This is from my Amazon Prime order. I've been ordering a lot on Amazon. I know, I'm so bad, but I thought I would repurpose it and use it in my journal spread. So I tore off this sheet, and I'm gonna cover about a good quarter of the page or spread because I wanted some more earthy tones in this spread. So I thought craft paper would do the job for that. And then I am obviously pulling out a sheet from my tearaway calendar, and my tearaway calendar unfortunately has, it kind of fell apart because I took the giant staple that was in it. I took it out because it was just interfering with all my other supplies. It would just get caught on a lot of things, and I just took it out, and once I took that out, it kind of just fell apart. So I'm keeping it all bound together with a binder clip for now. And as you can see, I ran out of my beautiful tape runner, so I am using Elmer's glue. I'm using a glue stick, and you all know my love for glue sticks. I'm lying, but I don't know. I think I still would use a glue stick over a tape runner in some cases because it's just so much easier to use a glue stick sometimes. But I still think it's a very messy way of adhering things to spreads, but that's just a personal preference. You can use whatever you want to adhere things to your spread. And I'm just taking a little cookie and coffee break, and for those of you who want to know, I am drinking Prototype Coffee, which is a micro roastery based in Vancouver. Go check them out. I don't know if they ship it online, but I'll leave some relevant links down below if you're interested. Okay, back to scheduled programming. So now I'm pulling out this awesome owl washi, and Ali loves to draw and paint owls, and she sent me an owl sticker and an owl washi tape. So I am gonna go with this floral owl theme for this spread, and I used the plop washi as well. And I think the first part of the roll has some of these yellowish and pinkish and purplish hues, which kind of match what I'm going for right now. The flowers have that purplish and pinkish tone to it, so that's perfect. And I love orange now, so the orange in that bottom half of that washi tape strip really works well with this spread. So now I'm just going to adhere that tearaway calendar sheet with my Elmer's glue, and then I'm trying to find a way in which I can add a torn edge again. So I just tore that the first portion of that calendar sheet off, and then I adhered that sticker right over top the right corner, or top right corner of that tearaway calendar sheet. And we are almost done, I think. I also used one of these label stickers that Ali sent over, so I basically used almost everything in the spread. I didn't want to tear that beautiful, very beautiful postcard that Ali sent, so I'm just gonna keep that and hoard that and put that in my journal. So I'm just gonna use everything else. So there was this backing that came with the owl sticker, and it has a part of the owl design on it, so I thought I would use that and adhere it to my weekly spread. And if you're a little weirded out by what's happening on the screen, I'm basically just doing this because throughout the week I like to add to my weekly spreads, and I like to do that when I'm journaling in my, I guess, journal inserts. So I like to flip-flop between inserts most of the time when I'm journaling. So I'm sorry if this is a little bit disruptive, but at least you can see a little bit of my journaling, my day-to-day journaling process. So okay, moving on. That was another rambly tangent, but here we are. I pulled out this airmail stamp. I'm gonna try and incorporate this stamp set in every mail and make episode because I think it's totally appropriate to this show and this series that I have on the channel. It's totally relevant because it is called Mail and Make. And sadly, my camera was actually, I guess it ran out of battery halfway through, but I just added a few of these antlers to the owl because I wanted to incorporate something from James Luke Burke's stationery line. So it was part of the decorum stamp set, so thought I would add that to the spread because I actually scripted out this phrase that Ali put in her postcard, and it goes community over competition. And I've seen this phrase a lot on Instagram, and I totally agree with it because oftentimes content creators online get into this, I don't know, into this weird competitive mode where they feel like they need to compare numbers and they need to have a larger following than others, and that's totally not what I'm about. I'm about fostering and engaging with the community. I love the journaling and art and planner community on Instagram and YouTube. Everyone is so supportive, and I totally agree with the sentiment. Community over competition all the way. And that's why I wanted to bring James's work in here as well as Ali's work, because these are two creators that really embrace and embody this phrase, community over competition. They're both very thoughtful, and they're very dear online friends. Hopefully I'll get to meet them offline and in real life someday, but they're really awesome people. Obviously their links will be down in the description bar below. And I ended up finishing this spread with some journaling, and I used my Twisby Eco filled with Shakespearean red ink, and this is the final spread. I actually really liked how this spread turned out. I know I didn't introduce any groundbreaking techniques, but I hope this episode inspired you to turn something that you received in the mail into some sort of art. It doesn't even need to be happy mail. It could just be junk mail or any old mail that you receive. I hope it just inspires you to create something with the things that you have around you. And also, I just want to ask one question. Would you like me to continue with this very informal, rambly type of voiceover for Mail and Make, or would you like me to create a script like I do for Copycat? Leave a comment down below or vote right now. There'll be an eye that will pop up on the top right corner of the screen, so vote right now. But thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I hope you liked this first episode of Mail and Make. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with all your stationery obsessed friends. I'll see you all next time. Bye, everyone.